Twinkle, twinkle, neighbors!
Welcome to the 2020 Beekman 1802 Holiday Marathon. Now, for those of you who may be new Beekman neighbors, we started broadcasting these marathons many years ago as a kind of a way to show a behind-the-scenes look at how our small company ramps up and celebrates the busiest season with our teammates, our longtime neighbors, and special guests.
Now, through the years, the marathon has been a 24-hour live production. But this year, to celebrate our 12th year in business
And to stay safe during COVID,
we'll be coming to you live from Sharon Springs for 12 consecutive nights. Every night, 6 p.m. Eastern. You better be here.
right here. So grab a cup of eggnog and join us because tonight is Beekman 1802's 12 years of Christmas
Day one. Okay, everybody, every night on the 12 Years of Christmas Marathon, there's going to be a Twinkle Twinkle deal of the day, and today's deal is going to make you shits yourself.
Oh.
It's shits yourself.
You really, you're going to go there this soon
Right
in the
off the
marathon?
bat.
You're not even
right off the bat, because the deal is right here. We'll be talking about it later, but there's limited quantity, so if you want to shits with us, you better get onto the website right now to scoop that up.
And please do chat with us on Facebook. We'll be reading and people will be responding and calling out names and everything. So please chat with us.
Okay, so we thought we could not kick off the 12 years of Christmas without doing a little retrospective. So we thought we would start back in the time machine. This is 2010 when we first opened the Mercantile. This was when we were in the old Roseboro. Our theme for this year was a Black Christmas.
That was. And this year, remember, this was 2011. You had all the miniatures in the windows. Look at that little miniature Josh and Brent.
I was fat then.
Little
Merry Little
dioramas.
Christmas. Oh, now this was the Horn of Plenty. So we actually constructed a cornucopia that you walked through to enter into the Mercantile.
And then we had the Alchemy of Christmas, which was the magic of Christmas revealed.
And that was our first marathon. Beekman,
It was. That
like
was-
QVC, it was Beekman VC.
That was the first year.
Oh, and this Christmas at Beekman Place in 2000, and when was that?
Oh gosh, just
the
a few
date's not
years
there.
ago. And then, when we had a marathon, where our holiday marathon 2015.
It was all about vintage sports. And look, we had a fanny shaker in the Mercantile where neighbors would come in and shake their fanny.
I remember, I love this theme. This was Everyone's Gifted. It was about genius ideas, genius gift ideas.
Light bulb moments.
It was so fun.
Oh, and then last year, or no, 2017, this was the Magical Menagerie. We had life-size animals gathering into the Mercantile. Oh, the snow
into the snow
forest.
forest, when we recreated a snow forest on our front steps, and this was the first year we introduced the snow forest. And then last year,
My favorite, special deliveries. Look at that little goat delivering the packages. We made the Mercantile look like a big mailbox.
I remember,
And then, of course, this year is Twinkle Twinkle.
Now I want to say hello. We've got people: Arlene, Annette, Donna, Michelle, Ruth, Barbara. Oh, all these old-time neighbors.
Hi, ON's original neighbors. You know, we do these
Deborah.
marathons just for all of the neighbors because we know by this point in holiday, you have received a bajillion emails from Beekman, and we just like to hang out and do something fun and just be with the neighbors. But we couldn't go down memory lane without talking about these boots.
Okay.
Do you guys remember these? So back in like year one of our company, we were selling our bars of soap.
Well, I want to give you a little credit too, because right from the very beginning, Brent said, you know what? If we're going to start a company, people have to remember us, and the way we're going to be, one of the ways I want people to remember us is that we're going to wear boots everywhere we go. So old-time neighbors, original neighbors, know that we were never seen without our muck boots for at least the first 5 years. that we were doing this, but these are very special muck boots.
They were, because Vogue magazine was doing something called Fashion's Night Out, and they asked us to do an appearance at Henry Bendel on Fifth Avenue. And so they had Swarovski crystals bedazzle our muck boots with Swarovski crystals. These have been in our attic for about 8 years.
Okay, first of all, why did these ever migrate to the attic? These are like everyday shoes.
Well, right?
I mean, these are like vacuuming shoes.
Well, but we thought for the 12 years of Christmas, since the theme is Twinkle Twinkle, we're going to wear these boots every single day.
Night. Okay.
Okay.
Let's hope
Now,
I still fit.
Oh, I hope so. I hope you.
I haven't tried them on.
I mean, Josh's was extra blingy.
Okay.
But look, it even had the beautiful little stripe of crystals down the back. Okay, so what we're going to start with tonight is, even though it was something that just happened this year, we thought it was a very fitting thing to start the marathon, the 12 years of Christmas with this year, is our Schitt's Creek collaboration, our Rose Apothecary products. And here's why. The reason we love Schitt's Creek so much, we watched from the very first episode.
Well, because it's basically our story.
Yes, well, I mean, it's not based on us, but it was so similar because these people who were highfalutin, just like we were.
Were we highfalutin once?
We were highfalutin in New York City.
How far the mighty have fallen.
Right. And just like them.
Now we're low-falutin.
We are, but we still got the highfalutin boots though. And just like the Roses, we went to a small town. 2 gay guys opened up a store. Ours was Beekman Mercantile, theirs was Rose Apothecary, and of course we have a crazy neighbor, a crazy mayor, just like they have a crazy mayor.
Well, here, we can do a side-by-side comparison.
Oh, that's right. So when we launched the collaboration in February, we actually converted Beekman Mercantile into the Rose Apothecary, and we had people from all over the world.
Remember that woman? There's a woman from Arizona who literally flew into the Albany airport and flew home on the same day. She just came to get a picture of the
Rose Apothecary.
Yeah.
There was somebody who came from London just to see the Rose Apothecary pop up. And you know, it's been such a special collaboration. One, because the Schitt heads, which is what Schitt's Creek
they call themselves
fans
that.
We
didn't come up with that.
They are fabulous, and they're so nice, and they're just so appreciative of the show, just like we are, because Schitt's Creek tells a story about how great small town people are, and how they can be accepting of outsiders, just like Sharon Springs was when we first got here. And it just has a heart that you don't see a lot in TV today. And that's why it was perfect. And do you guys remember this?
Yes.
We recreated the most famous scene from Schitt's Creek. Well, maybe after the fold in the cheese.
Yes.
But I serenaded Josh with Tina Turner's Simply the Best.
That's the goofiest face you're making right there.
I was making the David face. He made that face.
I don't remember David making that face.
Well, Dan does it better than I did, but I was trying.
I mean,
But look, I was into it.
Yeah, you actually really did pull out all the
Simply
stops.
the Best. I had the choreography down, and we did that video in one take.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Look at that move. I even got down on my knees and did the thing and everything. Look at that.
Just want to say hi to Susan Fiamora and Kathy Kaiser and Nicole.
Oh, original neighbors.
Yeah, all the great original neighbors who were watching.
And we hope that you're going to love this year's marathon, the 12 years. We're going to celebrate memories
Every
past,
night.
make new memories.
Just remember, every night, 6 p.m., we're going to be here live for an hour with surprise local guests, surprise celebrity guests, all kinds of people.
And we are going to
every
make
night.
it, even though it's been a tough year, we had to change things up, we're going to make it simply the best. Bum, bum,
Don't sing
bum.
it. Don't sing it or Facebook.
Look at this move.
You're tossing
You were
your
impressed.
hair.
There you go. There you go, Josh. And that's why this year, the first Twinkle Twinkle deal is the Simply the Best tote bag. And you see how excited Under was. Under is in the building.
Hey,
she may
Under.
make an appearance.
Under, what you doing? Under.
Under, come twinkle twinkle with
Come
us.
say hi to everybody.
Come twinkle twinkle.
Come say hi, good girl.
Come in here and
Good
twinkle
girl.
twinkle,
Hi,
pretty
twinkle,
girl. Yes.
You gonna say hi to everybody?
Yes. Look at that.
Who's there? Who's out there? It's a neighbor.
Look, she's twinkle twinkling.
There's all the
All right,
neighbors out there.
good girl. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down.
All right, so This kind of brings us to our special guest.
Is it time for special guests already? Okay. Here's, we've got special guests all week long. And, because in Schitt's Creek, Maura
She's going to take down a tree.
likes to lay under the tree, look. She's like, can I twinkle, twinkle under the tree?
Don't go behind
Not
her.
tinkle, tinkle. Not tinkle, tinkle. Twinkle, twinkle. She doesn't like the spotlight.
She's going down.
She knew that there was a celebrity getting ready to call in, so she didn't want to detract from that. So on Schitt's Creek,
yes.
Maura is famous for being a famous soap actress, right? So we thought, what would be a better first guest for this year's marathon than the most famous soap actress still working
in the
on
world.
a show for 40 years?
It's
Deirdre Hall.
Deirdre Hall.
Oh my God.
Hi.
Hi, you're live.
Yes, and it's still a work in progress.
Yes.
Hi
No,
there.
we hear you. We hear, and you both look fabulous. So this is Deirdre, and of course our friend Mindy, who's going to be here later in the week too to tell a really funny story about my first interaction with marijuana. But Deirdre, thank you so much for being here with us, and congratulations on celebrating the 55th anniversary of Days of Our Lives recently. Am I right on that?
And 14,000 shows.
14,000
shows.
Oh my gosh, and they thought QVC
Makes
was a
you
lot.
guys look like amateurs.
I know.
We are amateurs. Can't you tell?
So Deirdre, we hear that you are a huge Schitt's Creek fan.
You know what? That's how Mindy and I kind of caught fire. We've been friends for years. But she walked into my house one day and said, "What's that?" I said, "What's what? What's that doing there?" I said, "Why do you ask, and who wants to know?" And it was, what she was looking at was
Rose Apothecary soap.
Yeah,
Now,
I had somehow I'd come across and ordered 3 bars of the soap. Going on, we would not have realized that her connection to the apothecary and our great love of the show.
yes. Now, what was it that attracted you to Rose Apothecary? Like, when did you get into it, and what made you love it?
Well, it's the shine of the show. I mean, it really is Schitt's Creek, and anything that had to do with that, I was all in for. I didn't know how you were all involved in it. I didn't know that. So you were the heartbeat of the thing that.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, and it actually was a real place. I didn't understand that, so it was a great learning curve for me.
And this happened during COVID because Deidre and I obviously are in each other's very tight-knit pod.
It's called a pod.
It's called a pod.
Well,
We come and we do puzzles at Deidre's.
Oh, well, I know, because I remember the day when Mindy sent me a photo, and she said, "I'm at Deirdre's house, and she has Rose Apothecary soap." And I'm like, "Did you give it to her?" And she's like, "No, she had it."
No, she
Mindy-
actually is a paying customer.
Wow, my favorite kind.
But Mindy, you've loaded Deirdre up with all Beekman 1802 stuff since, right? She's got full bathroom suite.
I've given her we are now blooming. Not just at my house, but at Miss Hall's house as well. We are blooming.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Yes. Well, you both are, I can tell. Now, Deirdre, do you have a favorite character on Schitt's Creek?
Well, of course, I love Moira, because who wouldn't? I mean, that's a woman's woman, I think.
Yes.
So,
I got to show. Look, maybe I'll send this to you, Deirdre. Look.
You may call me Moira. It's okay.
Moira, Deirdre, they're very similar. I bet they based her off of you. Look.
Why not?
You know what? That's not an impossible idea. Yeah, we'll spread that rumor around.
She's the
That was
original
great. By
Moira.
the
We're
way,
the
have
original
you
David.
guys- Have you guys been offering the new set? Because
Well,
Oh,
the gift set is sold out. But tonight we have a brand.
Yeah, that's sold
Deirdre,
out.
you got the last one. But tonight we have the Simply the Best tote kit. We're going to be telling you more about that in a few minutes. But yeah, this is what you
Okay.
can buy right now until this sells out, because this will probably sell out too. There's very limited, but it's got the only way you can get the body milk. It's milk for the body. For
Yes.
the body,
Yes, David.
Deirdre.
We know, David.
And it says there right in the name.
It does. It does. Okay, Deirdre.
Right. I want to know, Deirdre, so tell us what Christmas is like at your house. All the neighbors want to know.
Wow.
Okay, well, I
Is it
need
full
to
of, like,
first start, 'cause
backstabbing
of
and
course
evil
I won't let her
twins?
talk. Let me just tell you, Josh, this woman decorates her home and garden, I mean, like no other, for every holiday. Okay, I'm just going to put it up there.
Well, you
Right.
might. Are you decorated
I must
already?
say, can't see Thanksgiving from where you're sitting, but it's been Thanksgiving for about a week and a half, 2 weeks, and soon it will become Christmas. And I do whatever the traffic can bear. You know, I do all the mantles, I do the banister, I do the rooms. Depending upon who's in which room, you get a little tree in your room. It's none of it is excessive.
And
Now, Deirdre,
that's your motif, is more.
more. Now, Deirdre,
That's it.
once you are decorated for Christmas, will you take a photo and send it to us so we can post on Facebook and say, Deirdre's decorated?
Maybe.
Mindy will help you with the decorating and the tech challenges.
And
Yeah,
now, are
maybe
you,
try to get on this Skype call. It wasn't.
I mean,
Cover himself for glory. I can tell you that much.
haven't we all just become Skype and Zoom experts over the past year? I mean, it's just.
No.
Deirdre's like, no,
She's like,
I don't need to do that.
So for Christmas this year, Deirdre, are you gonna have family? Are you gonna scale back, or is it gonna be your pod, or?
Both my kids are here, so they'll
Okay.
be here through the new year. We're having one of my son's friends come in from France, and my friend and neighbor and my pod person will be here. So,
Well,
yeah.
Mindy is a very good holiday guest. We
She
can
is.
vouch for that. All right,
You
Deirdre.
know,
Oh.
I know she's missing being on the farm with
Very
you. And
much.
that was such a little heartbreak. Sit up straight. They can't see. Sit
Yeah,
up straight.
she was
I know,
supposed to be
I'm
here.
skulking.
Get up. I'll get you a cushion.
I'm skulking.
She was supposed to be here helping us to eat the leftovers, but
apple there.
all right, Deirdre, we don't want to keep you too long, but I have one favor to ask you, and maybe Mindy can do it too.
Uh-oh. It's always
Okay.
a problem when Brent asks for a favor.
Okay,
I'd shut down Skype right now if I were you.
we're going to go out of Skype the same way that you exit a soap opera scene. So can you give us a famous, like, stare into the camera like you would on soap opera, on Days of Our Lives?
See, I'm in the habit of not making fun of my job. So
Not
let's see
fun.
where
This
I
is
can-
classic.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes! Everybody,
this
that's
figured
a
out.
pro. That is
you.
a pro. Thank you,
The
Deirdre.
best.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Mindy.
Good luck with all this. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, Merry
Deirdre.
Christmas.
I hope to see you at the farm someday soon.
Oh, I hope so. All right, we'll see Mindy on December 10th.
I
She'll
know,
be
but
back
I
on
miss
December.
y'all.
Mindy
Oh,
will be
she's
back
she's
on
gonna be
December
back-
10th. Yeah,
oh, she's coming
Mindy's
on
going to be
here?
back because she's got to tell that story about my first druggie experience.
Oh, the slippery slope
Yeah,
gateway.
the gateway.
Wonder what are you doing back there?
She's like, don't put any more decorations on me.
Okay, see, Brent, they gave us these fancy cards that we would follow.
Are we on time?
I don't know. See, I'm already. Oh, see, there we go with that. Oh my gosh, you know what time it is?
Twinkle, twinkle, deal time.
It's twinkle, twinkle, deal time. Okay, so every night of the marathon, we are going to bring you a special deal. As you know, all through the marathon, it passed.
Oh, it's getting a bad echo.
Oh, that was.
Oh, there's only 850. How many? 850. There are 850 of these left. And
guys.
I'll have to tell everybody, there will be no other Schitt's Creek Rose Apothecary gift bundles this year.
We sold
So,
out of them super fast.
the box is sold
The
out.
box is gone. We sold out of individual products.
There are only 850 of these left. Now, let me tell you what you're getting. You are getting the Simply the Best tote bag, and inside the tote bag, you are getting the bar of the Rose Apothecary goat milk soap. 2 bars. 2 bars of the soap. Wow, that's a good deal. And you're getting the Rose Apothecary lip balm, and that's got a beautiful rose tint to it as well. And you are getting the Rose Apothecary body milk. Now, the body milk has already sold out. It's sold out in the first gift box set. It has sold out in the individual bottles. So the only way you can now get the body milk is in tonight's Twinkle Twinkle deal. So if you want the 2 bars of soap, the lip balm, the only way to get the bottle milk before Christmas is in the Simply the Best tote. You are getting the tote.
The tote comes with it. The
Everything is packed in the tote.
The body milk, 2 bars of soap, and the tote, $55. Now, anybody have any updates on that?
Well, the orders can't come in that fast. But we're just letting you know that these will probably be gone by the end of the hour. I think we came in with like 2,000 at the start of the show, and now we're at like minute 20, and there's only 850 left. Maybe 800, I don't know how many. But this is the Simply the Best tote. We'll come back to it at the end of the hour and let you know how many are left, okay?
So we are way good on time.
Oh, I thought you were like rushing us along.
No, I was not rushing you. You were rushing yourself. We're in good shape, and I just want to say hi to Jennifer and Brianna and Stephanie and Debbie and Jill.
Are people liking the 12 Years of Christmas?
Yes, Shelly says she knows. Everybody says Deidre hasn't aged ever.
Well, it must be the goat milk.
Well, to be fair, she just discovered Beekman. So now she's going to go in reverse.
Wow.
Alice,
She's been on the show as that character for 40 years.
I know, was it
1976?
Yes, the bicentennial year.
Isn't that amazing? One, that she is so amazing that people love her.
Well, she's also done amazing shows since then.
Oh, Our House.
Yep.
Deirdre, do you remember that show, Our House, with little Shannon Doherty
and
Wilford Brimley?
Brimley?
I loved that show.
Patty's there. Lori's here.
Chad Allen, I think, was on the show.
Oh, Joan Louise. Hi, Joan Louise.
Are you guys enjoying the marathon so far? Wasn't that a good first guest? You never expected that.
Well, you
right?
always know Denise Levasseur is on. Everybody knows. Mindy always lines up the best guests. People who are wondering, like, why was Mindy Cohn on? If you've known us for years, know that Mindy's one of our friends. She was an original Beekman neighbor as well.
Mindy, she'll probably tell this story on the 10th when she's back. She actually has B1802 tattooed on her ankle.
Yeah.
That's how much of an original neighbor Mindy is.
But Mindy knows everyone in the industry. So when we're like, oh, who can we have as a guest? And Moira's a soap actor, and she's like, Deidre.
Yeah.
So we're like,
I'm going to call up Deirdre.
Mindy knows everybody. I was like, oh my gosh, I had the biggest crush on Rob Lowe when I was growing up, and Mindy's like, I'll tell him. He hasn't called.
And then you married someone who looks just like him. Go figure.
Close. Anne said Mindy hasn't aged either.
Well, Mindy has been using the goat milk for 12 years.
Oh, Nicole Pastrick says she loves this format. Under, I don't like the Under's hiding behind her.
Well, she'll come out.
Hey,
she doesn't
Under.
like all the activity.
Under, do you want to come out? Do you want to come over here? Do you want to come over here?
Come.
People like to see you.
Come.
People like to see you. Good girl.
Come here. Sit right here. Sit right here.
You gonna lay there? Gonna lay down?
She's like,
Under, do you want to come over here?
There's too much going on.
Do you want to come over here?
There's too much
There's
activities.
more space. Oh, you know what it
Let
is?
me move my shoes. She doesn't like obstacles in her way. Go on.
No, it's the rug is wool. She might
No,
be
her
hot.
pet pad is wool.
There we go.
There you go. Oh, pretty.
There you go. Pretty Under.
girl.
Twinkle, twinkle.
Look at her twinkles. Look. Oh, great.
Okay.
What do we have coming up next?
So, we're still doing good on time. Let's go through the deal one more time just in
Okay.
case.
Do we have an update on the deal? So every day of the marathon, there's going to be a special deal.
I got a text, 725.
725 left. So every day of the marathon, just like the 24-hour marathon where we had a deal every hour, every day there will be a Twinkle Twinkle deal of the day. Now today, because the whole hour celebrates not only our history at Beekman, 12 years at Beekman, our Schitt's Creek collaboration. So our first Twinkle Twinkle deal of the day is probably the one that's the most limited. You're getting the Simply the Best tote bag from the Simply the Best scene on Schitt's Creek when David and Patrick sang to each other. And in the tote bag comes packed 1 bar of Rose Apothecary soap, 2 bars of Rose Apothecary soap, 1 of the lip balms,
And
the body milk.
the body milk.
Now, you know, when we
milk
launched
for your
Rose
body.
Apothecary in February, we didn't have the body milk.
No, that's a brand new.
This is brand new just for the holiday, and it's the only way that you can get the body milk, and this is the last Schitt's Creek gift collaboration that we are doing for the holidays. So if you never got the box that Deirdre got, this is the only way to get it. So if you love Schitt's Creek, or you have a family member or a friend who's like, oh, Schitt's Creek, and they're always talking about Schitt's Creek like we are, this is the gift for them.
Gail Mitchell said an order just came to the door right now from Beekman 1802 for her.
Did it have shits in it?
While we're watching, Beekman was coming to the door. She's got a full 360 Beekman life.
We planned it that way.
Hi, Daniel. Hi, Sally, Carly. So many original neighbors.
Well, because most new neighbors don't have no idea what the marathon is
And they're
about.
like, this is crazy. What are they doing?
And we started the marathon back 10 years ago now. And it really was something that we did while we were trying to get the last orders out before the last shipping day of holiday. So we just set up the camera on our computer, and we didn't even really talk to the camera. We were just
No, we were wrapping gifts, and then every time we had a package ready, we would hold it up to the camera and be like, Deirdre Hall, your package is on its way. And then we put it in the mail. But then people were watching, and they saw our neighbors like Rose Marie and Tony Daou and all these people. They would come over and bring cookies for the shipping staff because we were working 24-hour shifts back then. Still are. And people loved the guests, and they started talking to the camera, and then over the years it just became more and more of a production with neighbors and guests.
Oh, and it got to the point where like neighbors from near and far were coming because the Mercantile was open 24 hours, while we were doing it.
They just come and be part of the marathon?
They would do walk-ons. They would bring us food. We had tables of food here at the marathon. Oh my God, so many cookies and cakes.
I'm going to kind of miss that this year.
I know. Rose Marie, if you're watching.
Here's Caitlin. Caitlin's like, where's my dinner?
where
Usually marathons are catered. Catered by neighbors.
Because of COVID this year, we had to
getting hangry.
We had to scale back everything and reimagine it because we couldn't have so many people here.
So that's why we decided we're going to do 12 nights, one for each year of memories from Beekman. So 12 nights of the marathon with special guests.
But you know what I said? That just means that we spread the Twinkle Twinkle longer. Now, it's going to go for 12 days, not just one day.
If you're one of those neighbors that bakes all your cookies and does, and uses that 24-hour marathon time usually to wrap your presents and all that, at the end of this 12 days, we're going to run all 12-hour episodes of the marathon back to back, so you'll still have your 24 hours if you really want to stay up for 24 hours.
Or if you just happen to really like seeing Deirdre Hall, or you happen to like seeing Mindy, you can just rewatch their episode. Okay, so
now we had our very first special guest. Now we have. I don't even say even more special guests.
I mean, these are non-negotiables.
Maybe more special guests to Beekman neighbors.
They have to be here.
Original.
They have to be here.
Let's say hi to one of our original.
The original.
The original neighbor.
The person who wrote a note and put it in our mailbox.
We're gonna head out to the barn and say hi to Farmer John.
Hi neighbors, I'm Farmer John. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Welcome to the barn. I'm glad you got the chance to come visit me today. This time of year is a kind of a slow time of year. The goats are done milking. So right now I just come down to the barn 3 times a day to make sure everybody has some hay and some water and everybody looks like they're feeling good. Breeding season has begun. Quite a few of the goats are pregnant. The first ones are due beginning of March. And I'll have baby goats throughout the year, hopefully into June and maybe even into July this year. So since this is a slow time of year for me, I've spent a lot of time in the house crocheting. I've made quite a few Farmer John barn scarves, and they should be up for sale pretty soon. I've also started on making some Farmer John barn hats, so hopefully they'll be available soon as well. So I hope everybody has a happy and safe holiday and Merry Christmas, and we'll see you soon.
Oh, he looks great. That
does look
color
great.
is great on him.
I always say that to him. He's actually got a matching blue sweatshirt and sweatpants that I think is the cutest little barn outfit that he's ever had.
Well, he is a cutie. And he's right. His barn scarves are live now
Are they
on
live
the
already?
website.
Are you sure?
I think so. If you don't see them, I lied. But he has been working hard, crocheting, watching his Hallmark Christmas movies. That's what he does. They are? No, I didn't. They're not live? Oh, wrong.
Okay, well, they will be live soon. Can I
Scarf
just tell
soon.
the story of the barn scarf
Yeah.
first? So, way back in the early days, when we were trying to have new products for the store, because all we had was some soap and some lotion, we didn't have many products at all, we asked John if he would crochet his scarves. And he has what he called the barn scarf, and it was a long scarf, and it was kind of oatmeal-y colored.
And it could go around and around
Round and round and round. But then one end of it was red. And we're like, why didn't you do both ends red to make it symmetrical? He said, I only need the one end red because if I drop it in the barn and it gets lost in the hay because it's the same color, I just need to see one little flash of red. So the Farmer John barn scarf, that's exactly what it is. It comes in two colors, an oatmeal and a buckwheat. And then there's about 6 inches of red at the end. And when we started selling, he only makes them during the 2 or 3 months where he's not milking and he's inside and he's crocheting.
Watching Hallmark Christmas movies.
And he can only make 100 or so a winter. And there is a wait list so long for it. But if you get on that wait list, we promise you will eventually get your Farmer John barn scarf.
Yeah, email customer service.
It's probably the most exclusive item we've ever had, and it's been 10 years at least.
I know. And he was telling me the other day he might switch up the design next year. So this might be the last time to get the original version of the scarf.
Original.
Yeah.
Wow.
But you know what's new this year?
He and his sister make fabulous blankets and
Quills.
quilts.
Well, his sister weaves our hand towels for us online. But he is, for the first time ever, making a matching barn hat that matches the scarf. That I guess it'll be online soon. It's already in the Mercantile downstairs. We're coming to you from the upstairs of the Mercantile right now.
I didn't know there were toys here. Did you know there were toys?
She said, that's not a ball.
It's a toy, though. It's kind of a toy. She doesn't want to play.
Okay.
All right.
Now,
we have another.
This was one of the other non-negotiable guests who has been on every single marathon. I don't even know if John was on the first marathon.
Yeah, he was.
Was he?
Was,
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Mayor Doug has been here every single year, and here he is again.
Hey everybody, happy holidays from Sharon Springs. Thanks for joining us here for the 24-hour virtual. It's like, a month long now. But anyway, please come and visit us live in Sharon Springs. All sorts of fun stuff going on in the shops. Lots of social distancing. If you were here right now and you could smell the fruitcakes that are baking in the Black Cat, it would drive you insane because it's driving us insane. But please come and join us. And remember to stay safe, stay healthy, keep your masks on. And we'd love to see you. The American is open. And, oh, by the way, I'm Mayor Doug, Mayor of the Village of Sharon Springs, and I got to give a shout out to Farmer John, who made this incredible scarf. It's like 14 feet long, but anyway, you can get them on the Beekman 1802 website, and it is the snuggliest, softest, warmest thing. It's part alpaca. It's really amazing. So you can get them online, and they're really a great, great gift item made right here in Sharon Springs. So stay safe, stay healthy. Come and torture Josh and Brent. I hope you get to see them because they deserve to be tortured. Much love. Merry Christmas.
Oh, that Doug. He'll say anything to get a vote.
You know what? He is not aging as quickly as me, and that bothers me.
It's the goat milk difference.
I know, but I'm using goat milk too, Brent. This is not fair.
Maybe he pickles himself better. He has access to all the free booze behind the bar at the American. We have to pay for ours. He gets it free. So Caitlin was just telling me that the Farmer Bond scarves are live. Just search for scarf. Just search for scarf.
I didn't see he has a new tag.
No, he had this on this last several years.
Oh, was it? I haven't
Look,
got
the
never seen it with the tag.
says handmade by Farmer John.
With a cute picture of John. Look at that.
Yes. That was taken at the Outstanding in the Field dinner, and a goat.
So this is the buckwheat color. If
you
you want colors.
red?
And then it also comes in oatmeal. Are the hats up already too?
No, the hats are only in the Mercantile because he didn't make that many of
make
these.
as many. But this is the oatmeal color.
Look.
Matches the scarf. Oh, you got it on.
It's okay. I mean, don't
Leave that
talk
on.
about my headdress.
Well, I mean, I I came for glamour.
It looks better this way.
Oh, that looks a lot better. It does.
All right, so if you are in the ordering for the Simply the Best tote, the Rose Apothecary bundle that comes with the 2 bars of soap and the lip balm and the body milk that's for the body,
We've seen the show.
and you get the bag. Go ahead and stuff your Farmer John scarf in that bag too.
Where'd that little North Carolina come from?
Did it come out? That was
really
the glass
loud.
of red wine I had before I came out here.
You drank?
You did too. You forgot that I had one because he had 2 glasses.
So I want to say hello to Patty, to Charlene, to Carol.
Is everybody
Betty
twinkle
Lou,
twinkling?
Sharon, everybody's saying. Cynthia says hi, Mayor Doug. Joan says she needs a scarf even in Florida.
Oh. Well, I think it was like 35 degrees in Florida today.
Lisa Abra. Oh, how fun. And yeah, so people, Sharon Springs is open. It is one of the safest places you can come Christmas shop. Room to social distance. Every store on Main Street is mask only. And
everybody is decorated and twinkling. Hey, and if you come this weekend, wear some sequins. Like we've just liked this whole holiday season, if you come to visit Sharon Springs, find whatever's in your closet that maybe you would have worn to a holiday party that you're not going to go to this year, or maybe it's just something you wore that was fancy for New Year's Eve like 10 years ago. Get it out, put it on. We don't even care if it's a ball gown. We just want to see the sequins in Sharon Springs.
we have such smart neighbors on here. So Abra says, Josh, you are gorgeous. Stop it. Oh my God. Really insightful neighbors. So we have another guest,
neighbor.
Another.
Now this neighbor has been on every year, but it's a really fun year because he kind of played a key role in our Schitt's Creek Rose Apothecary collaboration. So let's bring in Tony Daou.
And Tony is live.
Yeah, reveal yourself. Look. Now you can see Tony is the owner of the Black Cat Cafe just down the street. For years, he has been making the fruit cake for Beekman 1802, and he makes the sugar plums. You can get both of these on the website. He also makes the drizzles. We're sold out of all the drizzles except for one, but I think it's the garlic balsamic drizzle we still have right now. What else has Tony made for us?
Oh my gosh, over the years he's made so many fun things. But let's talk to him.
All right. Hi, Tony.
Hi, Tony.
Hi. Hello, everybody. I miss
Now,
you
Tony-
guys. I know we're like just a block away, but it feels like a million miles.
It's
We're
COVID.
distanced.
It's
We're
COVID.
distanced. Now,
So Tony, how have you adapted this year with COVID and all that in the cafe?
We were super compliant. We wear masks inside. We haven't had any inside seating, but we had a ton of outside seating, as you know, in the summer. And we put up a takeout window, and we've done everything to make it easier for people. But we are like 110% COVID compliant. We've got to wear masks. Everybody wears masks inside. But we are so fortunate. We have a great online business, and we have you guys who have helped to support us incredibly. I mean, this is our biggest fruitcake season with you ever.
Yay.
Well, that's
thank you,
amazing.
Tony.
You broke, just so you know, you broke your Thanksgiving record. You sold more fruitcakes before Thanksgiving than you ever have since we started. And that's like, what, 10 years?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, it really is a testament to the fruitcake, not to us.
Now, can I ask you a
No,
question?
it's you guys.
Let me ask you a question, Tony, about your business. I know the cafe is open and everything's socially distanced and masked. But if people are coming to visit Sharon Springs, can they like call ahead and order and like pick up something from you?
Yes, we actually never really closed. We did curbside, then we did the takeout window. We have people pre-ordering. We reduced the menu, and our menu, luckily, as you know, and many people who are watching, is really, good for takeout anyway. It's sandwiches and salads and things like that. So we reduced it to really fast things, upped our staff, gave them more money, and there's no wait. There's practically no wait.
Now, do you still have the Thanksgiving every day sandwich?
Absolutely. There are three things we can never not have: the Thanksgiving every day, the corned beef, the mesa platter.
Oh,
I was going to say those, Tony. Those are my three favorites. I didn't know you knew that.
That's why I
those were my
said
three favorites.
it.
That's why, exactly. That's why he's not going to get rid of them.
Tony makes
No,
his
it's
own.
actually true.
Tony makes
I
his
forgot
own
the
corned
curry
beef.
chicken.
Oh, the curry chicken with the
forgot curry
raisins.
chicken salad
Oh my
on
God, that is
raisins.
so good.
Well, that's a classic. Tony makes his own corned beef. It's so good. So good.
So,
All right.
another thing, Tony, how grateful were all of us in town that we had the Schitt's Creek promotion in January and February before the world ended? I mean, was that not...
Well, I would be confabulating if I told you I didn't think so.
this is yet another parallel to Schitt's Creek in Sharon Springs.
If you know Schitt's Creek, who is Tony almost a dead ringer for?
Well,
That's one of the questions.
Actually, that's
Don't
one of the
answer.
questions. Let's
Okay.
yeah, Tony.
Tony,
we
we're
got
gonna have a
three
game
questions
for you.
Which character on Schitt's Creek do our fans say you resemble most? A. Mutt, B. Roland, C. Johnny, or D. Ted?
Oh, come on. Johnny, Moira. Where's Moira there?
Moira.
No, Johnny.
Johnny Rose. If
No,
I tell you,
should say this. Because when we are producing fruitcakes in such volume, we cut our hair really short. So even though we wear hairnets, you got to see me in a hairnet. When my hair is long and my eyebrows are bushy, it doesn't cover it. So we cut our hair short. But in February, you should have, I was a dead ringer. It was scary.
yeah.
Now, when you make the fruitcakes, Tony, do you fold in the fruit? You have to be.
Yes, we have a great big mixer, and we used to soak all the fruit in the booze, but now we pour the booze in with the eggs and then pour the fruit in little by little with the pecans, and 32 eggs in each batch. And we broke our record yesterday, 253 fruitcakes in one day.
All right.
Oh, my
So guys,
goodness.
so everybody out there, if you're picking up your Simply the Best deal for today, throw in one of Tony's / Johnny Rose fruitcakes in there.
I mean,
too.
there is literally not a fresher baked good that you can order online.
He just baked them today.
Bakes them, wraps them, walks down the street, gives them to us, we send
Ship
them
them
to
out.
you.
That's how it works. That's how it works in Sharon Springs. Okay, we got a few more quizzes.
Okay,
for
another
you.
question. Question number 2 for you, Tony. Who do you think is more of a David? A. Brent, B. Me,
Ew, Brent.
C. Farmer John, or D.
Definitely Brent.
Yes.
We don't need. It's like the answers are. right there.
I'm a David, but I wish I was as talented as Dan. I'm not.
Oh, you're pretty talented. You were fishing.
You're
weren't you?
cute, and but you could be a little Moira. There's a little Moira in you.
I think so. I can be diva-ish.
There's a little Moira in everyone.
And you never know what accent I'm going to talk in.
All right, third question. What do both our mayor and the mayor of Schitt's Creek have in common? They both own Italian cars. They own nice suits and ties. We know that's not true. Dog only wears a kilt. C, they own hotels or motels. Or D, they own a McMansion.
C, they own hotels and motels and have slept in every room with somebody. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't say that.
Oh, is that the last question?
Oh, wait, you know what? I have one of those black lights. I couldn't sign it on the screen, but never mind. All you Schitt's Creek fans know what I'm talking about.
All right, Tony, we're going to send you a big Beekman prize for getting every single answer right.
What is it, a fruitcake?
Yes. But we soaked the fruit in Mora Rosé, though.
Well, thank you.
Thanks,
Love you
Tony.
guys.
Thank you, Tony.
If you just happen to have some cider donuts left around, just drop them off. I even like the stale ones.
Oh, actually, that's all we've got right now, but I will drop some off. Let me know, because the one tradition that started from like day one was Farmer John, Doug, and me, and I used to bring coffee and donuts.
Every morning, like at 5 or 6 a.m. when we were like,
Yeah.
you would bring him. Thank you, Tony.
We'll take nighttime donuts. We're not proud.
Thanks for being one of our long-term artisans
Tony.
and being
see
a
you.
great neighbor always.
See you around the hood.
And thank you guys.
Bye, Tony.
Bye,
Bye,
Tony.
everybody.
Doesn't he look just like Eugene?
I
mean-
I said that from before Schitt's Creek would even started.
I know.
I remember from SCTV.
Oh, yeah, and like Mighty Wind and all of the movies, yeah.
Okay. A few questions here. Laura wants to know, will the show be available to rewatch? Yes, it will be on.
So right after the
Forever.
show ends, like around 7 o'clock, it will immediately or shortly thereafter be archived right on Facebook, so you can replay the whole thing. And then, after all 12 days of the marathon have occurred, we're going to run all 12 hours consecutively on that following day.
Okay, we're getting behind. We're getting behind. Okay. So we are ready. Did we just play the graphic? Did I miss it?
No, I don't think so. And cue the graphic.
It's time for Hi Neighbor.
Hi, neighbor.
Okay, so tonight on Hi Neighbor, we're just going to pick at random one of
Okay.
you who submitted your names and numbers.
Let's talk about that. So the tradition of the marathon was we would always talk to neighbors throughout the 24 hours.
They would call in.
So this year, not able to do it the same way. So what we're doing is we're calling you. And the way it's going to work is every night for the next 12 or 11 nights of the 12 nights of the marathon, we are going to call one of you, and we're going to ask you a question from the show the night before. It's like Regis and Kelly and Kathy and Ryan, all those people. And you're going to have a chance, if you answer the question about the previous night's show correctly, you're going to win a prize. Now, of course, we couldn't do that on the first night because it's the first night, so a lot of you know we asked you to call and register your name. If you want to register to be eligible for a prize, first of all,
to compete.
To compete, you got to commit to watching every night, because if we call you, you don't know the answer, it's just going to be embarrassing for you, frankly.
And I just want to warn neighbors. So when we're doing the contest, you know, we can't spend 20 minutes talking to you, especially if you have the wrong answer. So if we're like, do you know the answer? If you don't, we're going to have to say, oh, thank you for playing. Have a Merry Christmas. Because we have to get down the list to get the winner, to someone who knows.
Okay.
So don't think we're being rude. We just have to, just like Kelly.
So tonight we're just going to randomly, I need your finger, we're going to randomly call someone on the list because
Can you
there's
guide my
no
finger?
prize tonight. Right there.
It is Nicole.
Don't say last name.
Okay, Nicole. We're going to call Nicole right now.
I'm going to try to call her.
I hope she's watching.
But tell people if they want to compete, what they need to do.
Okay, so you have to remember everything that we talked about during this hour, because tomorrow evening, one of the people who signed up, we're going to call them and ask them a question
But how do they
about
sign
something
up?
that happened.
How do they sign up if they want to play?
Oh, if you want to sign up, just send an email with your name and telephone number to customer service at beekman1802.com. Hi, Nicole.
Yeah.
Hi, neighbor.
Hi.
It's Brent and Josh, and you're live on the 12 Years of Christmas Marathon.
Hi. How are you?
Good.
I'm so excited.
Now, are you watching the marathon?
Yes.
She didn't seem committal.
That was a little.
I am a little bit.
Well, then it's a good.
My son has a little bit of my attention.
Oh, how old is your son?
What's
18?
3.5.
What's his name?
Nicholas.
Nicholas.
Hi, Nicholas.
Yeah, they can compete for attention.
Now, is Nicholas twinkling already?
He is, yes.
Good.
Now, how long have you been a Beekman neighbor?
About a year and a half.
And where did you first come across Beekman?
QVC.
Oh.
We like to call it BVC when we're on.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff on there, and HSN.
Yes.
Home shopping neighborhood.
Now,
Yeah, there you go, yes.
now you said for a year and a half. Have you watched the marathon before?
No, this is my first
This
time
is your
with it.
first one. Okay.
What do you
well,
think
this is
so
a kind
far?
of an easy one. We're easing you into it.
It's so exciting.
Well, you know, when we go back to doing the 24-hour ones and we're up for 24 hours, it can get kind of weird. So you're lucky to be in the first hour of the first day because we're still fairly normal.
All right, now I'm going to do like a faux quiz for you, okay? Just to see if you can get the answer correct. What was the focus of tonight's episode of the marathon?
The children's book? Or Schitt's Creek?
Schitt's Creek. Schitt's Creek. That's right. You got it right. I didn't hear the first answer anyway.
Yes.
So
You eventually got it right.
and for getting it right, you are going to get one of the last few remaining Simply the Best tote bags. Now, are you a Schitt's Creek fan?
Yes, I love it.
Oh, great. So in the tote bag, you're going to get the Simply the Best tote. You're going to get 2 of the Rose Apothecary bars of soap. You're going to get the lip balm, and you're going to get the body milk. It's for the body. Don't try to drink it.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
And then for everybody out there who's also watching, this is the Twinkle Twinkle deal of the day. You can still get it while the supplies last.
Any update on quantities?
We're almost getting close to like low 540s.
Just 500 left.
540 left. So if you want that, get it. Of course, Nicole's got it going. It's already out the door, Nicole. It's already being shipped to you right now.
I'm so excited to try it.
Actually, I don't know if we have your address, but I'm assuming Neighbor Services.
Well, they've got their number, so
Okay.
we'll get it.
All right.
All right.
I've
Well,
ordered from you before, so I'm sure it's in there.
all right. Well, thank you, Nicole, for being our first neighbor.
Thank you
We didn't
so
ask where you were.
much.
Where are you located?
I am located in Nicktown, Pennsylvania.
Oh,
Where in Pennsylvania?
It's a little town.
What's it near?
Johnstown. We're about 2 hours from Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Oh,
That's-
okay, yeah. Are you
Well-
near Latrobe?
Closer to Latrobe than Pittsburgh.
Oh,
Got it.
We went to Latrobe last year when we were doing our Mr. Rogers collaboration.
We love Latrobe.
Oh, yeah, we're close to that.
Well,
All right, well, thank you
being
very
our
much.
first neighbor call in of this
Thank
year's
you
marathon.
so much. I'm so excited.
All right, you keep twinkle twinkling now.
I will. Thank you for everything. I love your stuff.
Thank you. Thanks, Nicole.
Bye.
Okay, so just to remind people, if you want to compete every night for a prize and we will call you, you just send an email to
Customer service at Beekman1802.com with your name and telephone number.
and let them know that you want to be eligible for one of the marathon prizes. And then you got to watch every night because when we call, we're going to ask you a question about the previous night's show. All right, it is time for another Team Beekman memory. This is a special one.
Hi, my name is Megan, and I've been with Beekman 1802 for 10 years now. I manage the farm and the mansion, and my favorite holiday memory would be all the Christmas windows that we would do by hand at the original Beekman Mercantile in the Roseboro Hotel. And we also had our artisans and friends and other business owners do little video things for this advent calendar. And they would talk about their family recipes for Christmas. And that was just such a great time.
Oh,
I love it.
Megan was like our employee number 2, right? Maria was
Yes.
first, and
Poor
then
Megan, she hates the camera and we made her do that.
she had to do it.
But she is one of the original neighbors, and one of the things she was talking about, we did a video advent calendar back in 2009 where everybody in town, Doug and Maureen and Tony, every day of December,
We released a new video.
a video of them, and they would talk about a recipe that their family made for the holidays, and then we would post the recipe along with the video. That was fun. That was great fun.
It really was fun.
should do
And
that
we
again.
we could not have started Beekman 1802 and grown Beekman 1802 without Farmer John and Megan. Like there are
Absolutely. And
our
Pete and
arms.
Maria.
And Pete and Maria, yeah.
Yeah.
That our 2 arms and our 2 legs.
Basically.
So thank you, Megan, for sharing that memory.
Okay, let's
Oh.
revisit.
Okay,
Today's
Twinkle Twinkle
Twinkle
deal. Okay, so just to remind everybody that this is the last Rose Apothecary gift bundle that we are doing this year as part of our Schitt's Creek collaboration. For those of you who don't know, Beekman 1802 was the official brand partner with Schitt's Creek to develop the Rose Apothecary products. And for today's Twinkle Twinkle deal, you are getting the Simply the Best tote bag. And inside the tote bag comes 2 bars of the Rose Apothecary soap, which is our traditional goat milk soap, but it has our heirloom rose scent.
So if you remember heirloom rose and you missed that we've retired it, this is the heirloom rose scent.
And you're getting 2 bars of soap. You are getting the lip balm, which Under was just using. You don't get the one that she was using.
You're getting the body milk.
And of course, you're getting the tote. Now, these will probably sell out before the end of tonight. Well, for sure they will. And this will be the last time that you can get this. And it's the only way right now to get the body milk. It has sold out individually. We only set outside enough to fill the tote bags.
Chris wanted to know, what was the first year the Bounty Box was offered?
Well, that was when we were still on Evine, so that must have been
13?
Yeah.
13, 14,
6 years ago, maybe?
Yeah.
6 years ago when we did the holiday bounty box, yeah.
Somebody said they would Schitt's Creek their pants if we called them.
Oh.
So we could, maybe that'll happen.
From how many of these we've sold, there are a lot of people shitting right now.
Oh gosh, Brent.
Well, they made the joke too.
But you can hide it a little bit. You can be like Schitt's Creek.
No, that doesn't make it funny.
Under's just,
a lot of
Under's leaving.
If I said a lot of people are Schitt's Creeking right now,
I don't blame you, Under.
She's like, I'm out of here.
She's like, I don't want to be associated with. She said, I don't do blue. She says.
She said, you guys told me this would be over at 7 o'clock. We've got 4 more minutes. But that brings us to a special thing. We'll come back to this in a minute and give you the last update. But
our final,
every night of the 12 years of Christmas, because our theme for the whole year, holiday season, is Twinkle Twinkle. What do you do on a star? You make a wish.
You wish upon a star. So every night for these 12 nights, we are going to grant wishes, all kinds of different wishes. And tonight, the first night, we're working with Make-A-Wish of Northeast New York.
Now, Make-A-Wish of Northeast New York provides wishes to kids and families. Wishes are a lifelong gift that benefit the child and the entire family.
And so their mission is to create life-changing and heartfelt wishes for children with critical illnesses. And Make-A-Wish is Northeast New York is one of 60 chapters within the national organization.
And Make-A-Wish of Northeast New York grants 90 to 100 wishes every year. And in fact, on Giving Tuesday, just this past Tuesday, we donated 15% of all of our sales to Make-A-Wish of Northeast New York. And tonight, we're going to do another wish.
So I do want to say, if neighbors want to help grant a wish, there's a link on the screen that you can actually contribute.
Oh, flash that back up real quick so
I don't know if they can flash it up.
Can you flash it up?
But it'll be.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Look, if you want to make a wish, if you live in upstate New York, adoptawishNewYork.org.
Northeast New York. Adopt-A-Wish, NE New York, northeastnewyork.org. If you want to help grant a wish. Well, we granted a wish.
We did. And for our first wish this year, we are making a wish come true for Jonathan Madsen. Now, this is Jonathan. He's 18 years old. He lives in Spencertown, New York. And his lifelong wish was to have a Labrador Retriever puppy that can snuggle in his lap and also pull him around in his wheelchair.
And I want you to read his sign. It says, "Thank you, Beekman neighbors, for my puppy." Because this is not Beekman 1802. This is not Brent and I. This is not Team Beekman making this. This is the entire Beekman neighborhood that are granting these wishes for the next 12 days. So this is you granting the wishes as well. So this is a Beekman neighborhood giving back.
And so John was gifted this very cute little puppy. This is the actual puppy, and he named him Cash. And now Cash will join John when he's fishing, and John also loves to record music on his computer. So maybe we'll hear some of Cash. John and Cash.
Under.
Do you want to sing? You want to record a song? Under.
Did you see the puppy? Did you see the puppy?
You gonna sing? See, Under is teaching puppy Cash how to sing.
You're such a pretty singer. Good job.
Good.
Under.
You've been a good neighbor. Good neighbor, Under.
All right, all right, everybody. Thank you very much. That brings us to the end of day 1 of 12 years of memories. So tune in every night for the next 11 nights for an hour at 6 p.m. Eastern every night. We will be here with all new guests, all new deals, all new wishes, all new everything.
And if you have a Schitt's Creek fan in your life, either buy them this bundle before it sells out, or call one of your friends who you know loves Schitt's Creek and say, you got to get this Rose Apothecary bundle before it sells out.
Let's sing them out, Under. Ready?
All right, we'll see you tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern, right here. Twinkle, twinkle.